Hey there, freedom seekers! If you've recently retired or are about to cross that finish line, congratulations! But before you book that cruise or start renovating the guest room, we need to talk about something critical that nobody prepared you for. Most people don't know this, but the financial strategies that got you to retirement are completely different from the ones that will get you through retirement. Why? Because you're switching from accumulation mode to preservation and distribution mode, and the rules are entirely different. What worked before could actually hurt you now. Here's what most financial advisors won't tell you. The conventional wisdom of just keep your money in the market and you'll be fine is incredibly dangerous for new retirees. Ever heard of sequence of returns risk? It's the silent retirement killer that financial institutions don't want you talking about. If the market drops significantly in your first few years of retirement while you're withdrawing money, you could deplete your nest egg decades earlier than planned, even if the market recovers later. This isn't speculation. Studies show that two retirees with identical savings and withdrawal rates can have completely different outcomes based solely on when they retire relative to market cycles. So what are the 5 financial moves you absolutely must make in your first year of retirement? Let's break them down. Move number 1. Create your retirement paycheck strategy. You need to establish exactly which accounts you'll draw from, in what order, and how frequently. This isn't just about convenience. It's about tax efficiency and preservation of capital. The right withdrawal strategy can add 5 to 7 years to your retirement funds compared to withdrawing randomly. I recommend setting up monthly automatic transfers that mimic your old paycheck schedule to maintain financial discipline. But here's what's shocking. 83% of retirees have never calculated how long their money will actually last with their current withdrawal strategy. Are you one of them? Take a quick pause and jot down where your monthly income is coming from right now. Do you actually know the exact accounts and the tax implications? This simple exercise might just save your retirement. Move number 2. Build your retirement shield. Create a volatility buffer by setting aside 2 to 3 years of expenses in cash or cash equivalents. This isn't money sitting idle. This is your insurance against having to sell investments during market downturns. When the market inevitably drops, you'll sleep soundly knowing you won't need to touch your investments until they recover. The peace of mind alone is worth it, but the financial impact is even more significant. What I'm about to share next saved a good friend of mine over $40,000 during the last market correction. Yet fewer than 1 in 10 retirees have this protection in place. Before we move on, imagine waking up to headlines about a market crash. Without a proper shield, you might be forced to liquidate your investments at the worst possible moment. Now picture your neighbor doing the exact same thing, but with completely different results. The difference? Move number 3. Quick question. How many months of expenses do you currently have in cash equivalents? Drop the number of months in the comments. You might be surprised how your preparation compares to others. Move number 3. Execute your tax bracket management plan. Many retirees are shocked when they realize how much control they actually have over their tax situation. The years between retirement and required minimum distributions at age 73 are a golden opportunity for Roth conversions and tax gain harvesting. By strategically managing which accounts you withdraw from and carefully executing Roth conversions, you can potentially save tens of thousands in lifetime taxes. I've seen retirees slash their lifetime tax bills by over 30% using this strategy. But there's a critical deadline most people miss that could cost you thousands every single year. The IRS doesn't want you to know this, but there's a window of opportunity that opens the day you retire and begins closing with each passing year. Miss it, and you could be handing over your hard-earned money unnecessarily. Here's something I'm curious about. Have you calculated your tax bracket for this year and next year? If your income suddenly dropped after retirement, you might be in the perfect position for a strategy I'll share with you personally if you email me with tax window in the subject line. Move number 4. Reassess your risk exposure. The investment allocation that worked during your accumulation years needs immediate adjustment. Many new retirees are carrying far too much risk, putting their entire retirement in jeopardy. Your new asset allocation should reflect your need for both growth and stability, with particular emphasis on income-generating investments like dividend stocks and bonds that can provide cash flow without requiring you to sell principal. What you don't know about income-generating investments could be leaving thousands of dollars on the table every year, while exposing you to hidden risks that most financial advisors never discuss. There's a dangerous misconception about safe investments that's been spreading since interest rates shifted. Many retirees are flocking to these investments without understanding the potential consequences that could unfold over the next 24 months. Do a quick audit right now. What percentage of your portfolio is generating actual cash flow versus relying on selling assets for income? Share your approximate ratio in the comments, and I'll personally respond to 3 viewers with suggestions based on what I've learned from successful retirees. Move number 5. Update your estate plan for retirement. This isn't just about having a will. It's about ensuring your retirement accounts have the proper beneficiary designations, creating powers of attorney that address your new situation, and considering whether trusts might help your loved ones avoid probate. Many retirees don't realize that their retirement accounts pass outside their will, and outdated beneficiary designations can undo years of careful planning in an instant. I've seen families lose hundreds of thousands of dollars due to a single outdated form, and the worst part is, the mistake wasn't discovered until it was absolutely too late to fix. There's a little-known provision in the Secure Act that changed everything about retirement account inheritance. Financial institutions aren't required to tell you about it, but ignoring it could force your heirs to liquidate your life savings far sooner than planned, triggering massive tax consequences. When was the last time you reviewed your beneficiary designations? Take out your phone right now and set a calendar reminder for this weekend to check them. Then screenshot your reminder and email it to me with beneficiary check in the subject line for a free estate planning checklist specifically for retirees. Let me share what happened with my friend Martha. She retired in January 2020, right before the pandemic market crash. Because she had implemented these 5 steps, she didn't have to sell a single investment during the downturn. While her neighbors were panic selling at the bottom, Martha's retirement shield protected her assets. 3 years later, Martha's portfolio was thriving while some of her friends had to go back to work part-time. The difference wasn't luck, it was proper planning. A study from the Journal of Financial Planning showed that retirees who implement a strategic withdrawal plan like Move Number 1 increased their portfolio longevity by an average of 7 years compared to those who withdrew money randomly. I know retirement can feel overwhelming. The fear of running out of money keeps many retirees up at night. I've seen the anxiety in my clients' eyes when they wonder if they've saved enough, if inflation will eat away their purchasing power, or if a market crash will devastate everything they've worked for. These concerns are legitimate. But I've also seen the transformation when retirees implement these 5 moves. The confidence that comes from knowing you've protected what took decades to build. The freedom to enjoy retirement without constantly worrying about money. That peace of mind is priceless. If this video helps you identify gaps in your retirement strategy, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because next week I'm revealing a formula that could make your money last decades longer. Take the 5-move challenge. Which of these 5 moves are you implementing in the next 48 hours? Comment below with the move number and when you'll complete it. I'll be selecting 3 commenters to share additional retirement insights I've gathered from successful retirees. Have you calculated your retirement number? Most people guess and get it dangerously wrong. Take our 3-minute assessment by clicking the link in the description. You'll receive a personalized report showing whether you're on track or at risk. Remember, The difference between a comfortable retirement and a stressful one often comes down to these first critical moves. Don't leave your financial future to chance when proven strategies already exist.